Sting, the English musician and actor, returned to his hometown for inspiration after a lengthy period of feeling an absence of creativity. He describes his hometown of Wallsend as a rejected space in his mind, having abandoned the town and his home to pursue his career. The author of Creativity, Flow, and the Psychology of Discovery and Invention writes that certain environments facilitate interaction and provide more excitement and a greater effervescence of ideas, going on to say that the objects around us should help us become what we intend to be. For Sting, the environment that seemed to reactivate this creativity was the one that shaped his intentions, molded his interactions, and fostered his excitement from childhood. Those objects described manifested for Sting as the people of Wallsend, leading to the most recent product of his creative mind, the Broadway musical The Last Ship. Much like Sting, I consider my hometown a rejected space. I left upon graduating high school and don't plan on ever returning back to Marshall County as a permanent resident. There is a certain ethos that accompanies the area that I would describe as somewhat close-minded, outdated, and judgmental. In other words, I would consider my hometown quite far from a domain that encourages creativity. And yet, Sting's testimonial sparked a sense of reflection in me that brought me back to my hometown, to the people that raised me, to the friends that carried me with laughter through school, to the house that served as both a reminder and retreat from this town where I felt so out of place, to the neighbors and strangers and everything in between. Was this the place that I should be thanking for my creativity? Curiosity and drive are in many ways the yin and yang that need to be combined for becoming creative, leading me to believe that maybe my environment forced my curious mind. I knew I felt stifled by the thinking and lifestyle of my hometown, stirring an appetite for what was outside of this place I knew too well. I craved what I felt Marshall County was lacking, leading me to my undergraduate and graduate endeavors. It was this combination of curiosity and drive that led me here, identifying as a creative, because sustaining high levels of curiosity is the starting point of creativity. I spent so long dismissing my hometown for its lack of what I felt I needed, only to now wonder how my creative process would be different if that hadn't been my environment. Was that what I needed to become what I intend to be? If I were to return home amidst a time where I felt I was lacking innovation or creativity, would this be the place of my inspiration?